Johnny Carson spent decades smiling on camera, but behind those smiles, he carried a private list that shocked even the people closest to him. He once said that some guests looked perfect on TV, acted charming with fans, and fooled the whole world. Yet behind the curtain, they were hiding a darkness so real that it stayed with him for years. Today, you will hear the truth he never said openly. These are the 7 Golden Age stars Johnny Carson exposed for the evil they carried when the lights were off. Johnny Carson understood people better than anyone else on television. He talked to thousands of stars, but only a few made him feel something cold the moment they entered the studio. He said that fame did not change them. It simply revealed the parts they always had. Some guests walked in with a darkness that could not be ignored. He learned this pattern early in his career. People who looked gentle were sometimes the most dangerous. People who smiled the brightest sometimes caused the deepest harm. Viewers loved these celebrities because the cameras showed only a piece of them. Johnny saw the full picture, and it was not beautiful. The golden age of Hollywood built legends by hiding the broken pieces of their souls. Agents, studios, and publicists protected these stars as if they were valuable diamonds. Their public image mattered more than the truth. Johnny sat across from them and felt the weight of their secrets, even when the world called them perfect. The first name on his quiet list was a star everyone trusted because of his fatherly charm. This actor carried himself like someone people could lean on. On television, he seemed wise, calm, and gentle. Off camera, Johnny said he treated people like objects that existed only to serve him. His temper was quick and sharp. Crew members avoided his eyes. Carson later admitted that this guest made him understand how completely a man could hide cruelty behind warmth. The second guest shocked him even more. She was loved for her beauty, but Johnny noticed how she changed as soon as she was not the center of attention. She insulted staff members in whispers and blamed everyone when something small went wrong. Carson believed she lived only to be adored, and when adoration faded, something ugly rose to the surface. He realized that some stars depended on fame like oxygen, and when they lost control, they turned vicious. Over the years, Carson became very skilled at reading people quickly. He could tell in the first handshake who was hiding fear and who was hiding power. Some guests worked hard to seem harmless, and that was exactly what scared him. One of the 7 names on his list was an actor known for his smooth elegance. Women loved him, and men admired him. Johnny later said that this man's charm was a mask. Behind the interviews, he had a pattern of using people, lying about everything, and leaving damage wherever he went. Many victims stayed quiet because speaking against someone so admired felt impossible. The 4th star on Carson's list was someone who confused him at first. The audience loved this person because the roles were always sweet. People thought this celebrity had a heart of gold. Johnny slowly learned the truth by watching the small moments. He saw the way this guest treated their spouse backstage. He noticed how they mocked younger performers. He realized that the sweetness on screen was a performance designed to protect a much colder nature. Johnny later described this individual as someone who smiled only when the world was watching. Carson kept all these impressions inside him because he understood how Hollywood worked. The industry was built on illusions and survival. If he spoke out, he knew the studios would bury him. He also believed that the public was not ready to see their heroes without the glitter. Still, these experiences shaped the way he approached every interview after that. As the years passed, Carson met the 5th person on his list. This time the evil was not hidden. It was quiet but clear. The star carried arrogance like a perfume. They demanded special treatment. They insulted young staff by calling them replaceable. Johnny said he never forgot the coldness in their eyes when they spoke about people as if they were toys. He understood that this person saw fame as a weapon, not a responsibility. The 6th name disturbed Johnny in a different way. This celebrity had a perfect public story, built by the studio like a polished statue. Fans believed every word. Johnny saw through it during their first interview. He said the guest had a habit of twisting facts, manipulating the truth, and creating stories to appear innocent. Those lies hurt people, and Johnny knew it. He felt that this person used charm like a trap. Hollywood protected them because the image sold millions. The 7th name on Carson's list was the one that shook him most. This actor had influence, power, and a presence that controlled every room. They smiled on camera, but Johnny sensed danger underneath. Rumors surrounded the star, whispers of cruelty, and stories of emotional destruction. Johny said that being near this guest felt like sitting beside a storm that could break at any moment. These 7 names haunted Johny for years because they taught him what fame could hide. He believed that the world trusted Hollywood too easily. People wanted heroes, even false ones. They wanted stars to be perfect, even when perfection was a lie. Johny never publicly revealed every detail, but he left enough hints in private conversations for those close to him to understand. He warned young performers to trust actions, not images. He told them that the most dangerous people in the industry were often the ones no one suspected. Over time, Johny realized these experiences changed the way he looked at success. He stopped believing that talent always came with goodness. He stopped believing that popularity meant character. He learned that darkness could wear a tuxedo, hold a microphone, and laugh with the audience while causing harm behind the curtain. People believed the golden age was filled with elegance, grace, and class. Johny understood that real Hollywood was built on pressure, ego, and a system that protected the wrong people. His quiet list of 7 stars proved that some legends deserved applause only on screen, not in the real world. Even after retirement, he carried these memories. He said that meeting truly good people in Hollywood was rare. The evil ones were louder, stronger, and far more protected. He never wanted to destroy anyone, but he wished the world could see behind the curtain just once. These 7 stars became symbols in his mind. They reminded him that anyone can pretend to be kind. Anyone can practice a smile. Anyone can fool millions if the lights are bright enough. Johny Carson knew the truth because he looked into their eyes without the filter of fame. The world may remember these stars as icons, but Johny remembered them as warnings. Warnings that greatness on screen does not equal goodness off screen. Warnings that talent can hide cruelty. Warnings that evil can look beautiful under studio lights. Johny Carson spent his life speaking to millions, but there were moments when he felt completely alone with the truth he carried. He knew these 7 Golden Age stars were admired around the world, yet when he looked at them backstage, he saw their shadows more clearly than anyone. He understood that the camera was the greatest mask ever invented. It could make a dangerous person appear angelic. It could turn a cruel person into a national sweetheart. Hollywood used that mask with skill, and Carson saw the results with his own eyes. After meeting the first name on his list, Johny became more observant. The star's charming television personality fooled entire generations. People called him gentle. People trusted him. Johny was shocked by how quickly that personality disappeared the moment the cameras stopped. This taught Johny that evil does not always reveal itself loudly. Sometimes it hides in softness, in the image of a loving caretaker who turns harsh when no one important is watching. The second star on the list taught Johny something different. Beauty can be a weapon,